What's up, TechHeart? I may have a problem because instead of just leaving Omarchy Linux alone like a normal normie, I turned it into a custom Linux spaceship dashboard. We've got an update-proof menu patcher, NAS smart mounts, VPN switching, cheat sheet generation from our actual hyperlink binds, screensaver mode toggles, and yes, retro Windows startup and shutdown sounds. You're welcome, or I'm sorry, I don't know anymore. But here's the twist, it wasn't just random tinkering. This setup is built to survive Omarchy updates. We didn't overwrite upstream Omarchy files, we wrapped the Omarchy menu and patch it at runtime. It falls back safely if anything changes. Then, we stacked on daily driver fixes, safe mount detection that won't freeze if NFS mounts are dead, gparted running properly in Omarchy, fonts in Alacrity, and a smart fast fetch MOTD that looks clean every time you open it, even if there's a bunch of terminals on screen. We'll show you everything. It's all documented in the description, full file lists, paths, and what each script does. If you want me to add more ridiculous but useful upgrades, like a themed lock screen, custom wlogout, or a press one key to deploy my entire setup installer, drop a comment. Like, subscribe, and let's go, TechHeart! Yahoo!
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They'll deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. You got a mind, but even that could change. You could flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why I say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst thoughts saying, turn them to a game. Take the best thoughts saying, put them on display. On repeat in your brain till you're feeling no more pain. Never slow yourself down, you can do some more. Push past all the pain and you'll find a door. Open it up and finally explore everything that you thought you could never do before. And even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go.
Okay, my Ruka rock stars, you've seen everything up to this point, and we're going to check out all the rest. Here we are in my custom Omarchy. Let's cover the core at first. The main meat of the customizations here is our custom Omarchy menu. And you can see it right there. We can mount our NAS shares. We can unmount the NAS, open the NAS when they're mounted. We have two different VPNs. I use private internet access, and that's my VPN to go out on the, wide network. And I also have a home lab Pi VPN. That's when I'm remote, I can get local to my home network using a Pi VPN. So I have two custom VPNs. And let's inspect those a little bit more. Up here, there's also two buttons. The first is my private internet access VPN.
and my second is my local home lab Pi VPN. I'm going to disconnect from that, and now I'll connect to my private internet access. It'll tell you when it's connecting if you hover, and there we are, we're connected to private internet access. Now if we go back to our custom menu, and let's pretend we're remote and we wanted to log into our Pi VPN. If we connect there, if private internet access is connected, it will disconnect from PIA first, and then connect to Pi VPN. So just in a couple seconds, you'll see now we're connected to Pi VPN, but we're not connected to PIA. Pretty useful. Can't be connected to both, baby. And then if we go back here and we disconnect from Pi VPN, when it's done, it will reconnect to PIA. So those are my two VPNs. Let's get more into this customization. I'm going to get rid of the video here, and we'll dive in a little more, shall we? Okay, now let's take a look at our NAS smart mounts. If we go into the custom menu, and if we're on our local network, which we are, and we select mount our NAS mount points, it'll just go ahead and do so. These are our mount shares from a NAS that runs here on our local area network, and boom, now they're mounted. We can see that they're mounted by going to the status menu, customization status, in our custom Omarchy menu, and right down here, we can see that all of our mount points are mounted and ready to go. If we were remote from our home lab and we tried to mount the NAS points, the system would first mount the Pi VPN, and that would remote us into our home lab, and it would mount the NAS mount points just perfectly. Pretty cool. Let's check out another really cool thing. Go into our custom menu, and we go down here to cheat sheets. We all know that on Omarchy, we can just push Super K and we get our cheat sheet. However, what if we wanted to see all of our custom changes that we've made? Well, I've built a few scripts, and we'll do the PDF version first. We can show our binds, and this on the fly goes and checks all of our Omarchy hotkeys from the actual configuration files and gives us a current list of all of our hotkeys. And it looks really nice here in a PDF. However, I'm kind of hacky, so I also built in a text file where you can view it in text mode. And I just think this is the bee's knees, baby. Again, this searches all of our hyperlend/omarchy.conf files and gives us all of our keybinds, up-to-date, current, and if you make one change, it'll show up here. Pretty rockin', baby. A couple other things that we added. We have custom startup and shutdown sounds. Let's go down here and we can go to change startup/shutdown sounds. And I've just installed some retro ones, Windows 2000, Windows XP, Windows Vista, and Windows 11. I personally like XP, so I'll select that, and it'll copy over the Windows XP startup and shutdown files. And those will play when you start Omarchy Linux or shut Omarchy Linux down. And if we also go to the customization status screen, we can see that it reflects all of our settings. Look at this other setting right here. Screensaver mode is stock. That means the Omarchy screensaver comes on, I think, I don't know, in what, 2 minutes? Or whatever it is, the stock one, what ships with Omarchy. However, I'm on a laptop, and so when I'm home, I want that screensaver to start like at 10 minutes. So I can go in here to custom. I can go to screensaver long mode. It changes it over. It changes the hyper idle configuration. I can see that reflection in the customization status menu. Screensaver mode is long, and now my screensaver won't come on until 10 minutes. It won't go into lock mode until 15 minutes, and the screen won't turn off until 30 minutes. Pretty cool. Okay, let's check out the next part, the terminal polish. If we open a terminal, I have fast fetch opening with a small logo. However, if we were to open another terminal here, the logos would kind of like mash each other up. So I made a script to where if we open a second terminal, there's no logo. This gets messed up a little bit, but if we open another one, it's nice and clean. So that looks a lot better. Bing, bing, bing. It looks a lot cooler, and that's one of the customizations that I did. A couple other things are aliases. My cat alias is equal to bat. And if you remember, bat prints out your files in a better thing where you can go up and down and it looks nice. That's pretty. Vim opens up Lazy Vim or NeoVim. Ping, if we ping google.com, brings up gping. It's a lot cooler, dog. Open is equals to xdg open. So just like on Mac OS, you can say open some file.pdf and it would just open that file. I also have an alias for iConvert CP437 to UTF-8, so you can display retro ANSI files, and that alias is ANS for ANSI, baby. Now, there are other visual extras, such as, notice in the terminal, I run Amiga fonts. This is Amiga Topaz. Nice. I added an emoji picture. Super Alt E brings up my emoji picker. Love that. I installed the Bibata cursor theme, mainly so it's a little bit bigger for y'all. See that cursor? Nice. And also, there's other Bibata icons that look pretty. Now, in order to back up all of this customization, I added a dotfiles backup script. Boop! This backs up our dotfiles to our NAS share, and if we're remote or at a cool Airbnb in New Mexico, it will first load our PyVPN, mount the NAS shares, and then back up our dotfiles. Baby! Hackers around this joint, right? Gangster! Let's blow this up a little bit. And let's go check out how we do this stuff. We'll move into home/.config/omarchy/bin, and we can do an ls. These are all the scripts that make up our custom Omarchy menu, our different customizations, and all the magic, such as the gparted fix. I haven't shown that yet, but let's go over here to a new workspace, and I'll do gparted, and I'll open it. And look at that, gparted just opens up perfectly. However, if I go to the terminal and I only type gparted, we're gonna get a failure. Look at that. Gparted on Omarchy Linux won't just open up on stock. So, I created a script that opens up gparted without issue. At any rate, these are all the scripts that make the magic happen. And if you look in the video description below, you'll see a post with all these scripts and all this info, and you can do the same. So, do you guys like my Omarchy customizations? What have you done to Omarchy? What have I done to Omarchy? Do you like my ish? Do you like your ish? And can you post what you've done below? All right, I'm gonna catch you in the outro. But for now, customizations up, rock stars down, baby! Let's hear one of them shutdown sounds, shall we? System shut down. Bye-bye.
Okay, rock stars, that's the full Omarchy spaceship tour. If you made it this far, you're officially not a normie anymore. You're one of us. Everything you need is down in the description. The system info right up, file paths, what each script does, and the don't break updates approach so you can steal this whole setup without paying, or maybe with a little. If you try it, tell me what you changed, and if something breaks on your machine, drop the error in the comments and we'll fix it together like real degenerates. Now, hit that like if this gave you ideas, subscribe if you want the next round of upgrades, and comment what we should add. Waybar candy, W logout menu, terminal visuals, or the ultimate one-button installer for the whole TechHeart setup. Until next time, stay nerdy, stay dangerous, and let's go TechHeart! Out!
Go, go, go.